Welcome to another on-Enter Flash tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to create this typewriter effect, which you see on many movies, because supposedly all computers before AOL version 1 all typed character by character to then. I really don't know why they think computers do this, but don't you think it'd take a long time? Like, what if you were trying to read a book on a computer? This character by character typewriter effect is really popular, and it's really a simple thing to do. And I'm going to show you how to do it in ActionScript 3. So let's start coding. Right now we have two layers. One is the ActionScript 3 layer, which is going to have our actions, and we have the content layer, which we're going to put our content. So the next thing is to put our content. So we'll select that layer, and we're going to put inside a text field by selecting the text tool and just drawing a large area of text. And once we do that, we're going to head over to the properties, and in the properties we want to change a few things. The first thing, we want to give it an instance name, and I'm going to call it textbox underscore txt. The reason why I put underscore txt, Adobe Flash ActionScript knows that you're using a text box, so it'll come up with code hints if you put an underscore txt or underscore mc. If it was a movie clip, it helps you out with coding. The next item is you want to figure out what character you want to use. I'm using this bitmap style character. Really looks pixelated to give it that old look. Also make sure that it is dynamic text. That's very important. And you want it to be multiple line. You don't want it to be single line, multiple line. Depending on how you want your format to be, choose. I'm choosing a left format. And that's it for the text, unless you want to change the color to some other color. For the tutorial, I'll change it back to black. We already did the green thing. It's time to change it up. So I'm just going to position my text box using my align tools, and it's pretty much set up. So I got a name. Now it's time to go into the actions and start coding. So I selected my AS3 layer, and now I'm going to start coding. The first thing you want to create is a variable, and I'm going to name it scr for string. And you want to data type it to a string. And in the string, you're going to put in all the text that you want for to show up. So type anything you'd like. For me, I'm going to type on enter Flash is the best. Alright, that's my string. The next thing we want to do is set a number, which is going to count the number of characters inside of your string. So we're going to call that I, and we're going to set it to a U integer, and we're going to equate that to 0, or assign to 0. Now we want to create another variable, which is going to be the timer, and call it timer, and we're going to set it, data type it to timer, and we're going to equal to new timer. Now the thing we want to set here is how many seconds we want each character to print out to the screen. The way that works is they count it in 1,000. So 1 second is 1,000, 2 seconds is 2,000, half a second is 500. I'm going to put it to a number around 50. That's pretty fast. It might actually come up slow to you. How about 10? So this is going like split seconds here. The next thing we want to do is we want to start the timer. So timer dot start. And now it's time to add an event listener to the timer. So timer dot add event listener, and we want a timer. We want a timer event dot timer, and we're going to put the function called goTime. Now it's time to create that function. Function go time e time event timer event. Now we can start coding in the timer event. So the thing we want to do is we want to call that text box that we created. So it's text box underscore txt dot, and what we're going to do is append the text. Appending the text means that you're adding to whatever text that's available inside of the current text. So what we want to add to is a string. So the string we want to do is str dot character at, and the character at item or function basically gets the character at a specific number. So character 0 according to this string is this O, and character number 1 is the N. It starts from 0 to the length of the string. We'll put I, close parentheses, and last but not least we want to increment I, and that's how it all is going down. Last but not least, we're going to write an if statement to see if it's finally done getting all the items. So we'll put I greater than equal to, if I is greater than equal to str dot length. And if it is, we want the timer to stop. So timer dot stop. So let's check it out. On enter flash is the best. This is no lie. We can go back into the string and type a whole bunch of jargon and try it out again and see how it comes up. And that's pretty much it. It wasn't too many lines of code. Pretty simple, straightforward, nothing too complicated. Now you got that character by character typewriter effect. If you wanted to speed it up, you can put it half as the speed and boom, it's like magic. Well, thanks for watching another On Enter Flash tutorial. If you like these tutorials and want me to keep on making these tutorials, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and go to my website onenterflash.com, where you can click on an ad or two, put a few pennies in my pocket, character by character, and that'll help the world, because, you know, it will help the world. Don't ask too many questions.